What is up, guys? Today for you I have set number 75315, the Imperial Light Cruiser with 1,336 pieces, recommended ages 10 plus, and down there we have 6 minifigures. So let's get into this Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian set. As you can see, starting off with the front of the box, you have the Mandalorian up there to represent it being a Mandalorian set. Minifigures all down there. We have the Imperial Light Cruiser in all its glory, somewhere in space. Disney logo down there, Lego Star Wars logo down there. And if we get just a little closer here, let's go. You can see we have the front of the box. Then if we flip it around to the back of the box, you can see all the play functions all over it. The interior, more play functions and everything else, etc, etc. Then on the side, we can see a lovely image of the Imperial Light Cruiser on the side. And yeah, that is it for the box. Starting off with the minifigures here, first off we have the Mandalorian himself. He comes with, of course, his long rifle right here, made out of 3 buildable parts. He also comes with his Beskar staff, finally. And as you can see, it's the Beskar Mando, of course, no face print. Helmet's kind of misprinted, still don't like that. Arm printing on the sides, still there, as you can see. Nice torso print and leg print all the way down. And then if we remove the cape, you can see he has a nice print on the back. So that's it for the Mandalorian. Moving on, you can see we have Grogu, or the Child, as Lego likes to label it still. Nice little torso print. He's had the same one throughout his entire development in Lego, I think you would say. But yep, we've had him before. And then lastly, Cora Dune comes with her long rifle, again, just like she had in the ATST Raider. Same prints that she had then, torso print, leg print all the way down. If we remove her hairpiece, you can see she has a smile there, and then on the back she has a more angry face with nice torso back printing. Moving on to the new minifigures in this set. First ever time we get a Dark Trooper in Lego. He looks pretty good. I just wish there was more in this set. He comes with the gunmetal gray blaster. He comes with a nice helmet mold here. And if we remove that, you can see his face print under there with some prints on the back. And if we actually remove his head, you can see the armor piece here with 2 stud holes on the back. But if we take that off, you can see the torso print better and the back print better. So that's it for the Dark Trooper. And the new Fennec Shand that came out that year in 2021. You can see she came with her helmet piece, which is lovely. Nice dual molded helmet piece for her to finally get. And then the minifigure itself has the same printing as it had in my last video, Boba Fett's throne room. Same printing. She comes with her long rifle again. Same face printing on the back and printing on the back. The back. And then finally, for the first time, we have Moth Gideon. And the Darksaber is sadly very disappointing, as it's just a regular lightsaber hilt with a black rod on it. That's so lame. I wish they would mold one, but Lego is just focusing on only the best is good enough. So if we get into him, he has no leg printing, which is unfortunate. He has nice torso printing, He looks kind of like an Imperial officer. He has this nice hairpiece that fits him nicely, and then this face on the front. And then if we switch on the back, he's a much more angrier face. You can see his mustache is represented, so that's great. If we flip the cape up, you can see he has more back printing, and his cape is red on the inside. So that is it for the minifigure selection. So let's move on to the big build itself. In 2021, the Imperial Light Cruiser was released for $160 in the US. As you can see, it's a nice build for $160, but is it worth it? Let's figure it out. So starting it off, I'll show off the handle features here. If you want to pick up the Imperial Light Cruiser and not drop it, I recommend going right here, getting your hands under there, and picking it up just like so. As you can see, I can swoosh it around very nicely. Nothing breaks, nothing falls off. It's perfectly fine. So, getting into the main play features, the first thing I can think of off the top of my head from just looking at it is these rotating cannon pieces here. As you can see, they can rotate almost, well, okay, they can rotate 360 degrees. And they also have the spring-loaded shooters here. So if I just want to take this, turn it that way, if you push down on this right here, it'll fire off. And as you can see, I can do it again. I'm just gonna do it on this side too, just to show you can fire them all off perfectly fine. And I'll go get those after the review. Anyway, guys, if we look down here, you can see this looks a little awkward down here. This is supposed to be the TIE Fighter bay, but where's the TIE Fighters? Well, if you flip back here, you can see a nice little TIE Fighter all by itself, lonely back here. So let's pull this guy out. It tends to break sometimes. The wings fall off. Grabbing our nice little TIE Fighter here, we can just place it in there real nice. Kind of hard to place it in there. Once you get him in that spot, you're gonna want to take this front part here and open it up. And as you can see, there's a whole interior. But if you actually want to use the TIE Fighter piece as a play function, you can line him all the way up back there. And then you have this mechanism right here that you're gonna want to push in. And he's supposed to fire off. He doesn't go far. It's just a play function for little kids, but it doesn't work that good. But it works, as long as it works. As you can see on the interior, we have a nice little coffee table in there, along with a extra spring-loaded missile and little crates on the side right here with, I think, thermal detonators. I could be wrong. This one has binoculars, okay. And then this one has the thermal detonator. That's right, there it is, right here. So these are just little extra pieces that you can use for play. If you're a little kid, you can just play with those and do whatever. Well, I put the barrels back in there, and as you can see, guys, there's plenty of room for all the minifigures to be in here. You have Mando and Moth Gideon fighting, Grogu watching, Fennec Shand sitting while the Dark Trooper's just staring over at Cora Dune. And if you push this back in, there's still plenty of room for them to all fit. So that's great. The only downside with it is when you do close it, you kind of just smash the minifigure. And you can see it's kind of sitting up. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to put Mando and Moth Gideon down and put their blades down too, so they can all fit in there. And now, as you can see, it fits all nicely in there. But that's pretty much it for the interior. We also have these guns on the outside that you can aim up and down if you want. And then closing it up, we'll flip to the sides. You can see the escape hatches right here on this side and one on this side. If we flip back over, there's actually another little TIE fighter right there, as you can see, for the play function. Going around the back, you can see it has a nice archway back here, all the way down very nicely to the back where the engines are, which are represented with blue transparent circular pieces. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build, guys. If you liked the video, drop a like and subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see next, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Right, Gru? He said yes. All right, guys. See you later, and goodbye.